Shut up, Nicholas. Okay, Craig is recording. Craig is a bot that records.
Awesome.
Okay, so let me find them and pull them in. There they go.
Ooh.
It's not working, Halls. I found it. All right. Halls, you're in here.
I don't think we can hear you.
Halls, turn on your mic. It won't let you what? What does that mean? I don't know.
We met Halls yesterday at the show.
I know,
It's very cool.
It's crazy. It's
All right.
really
You know what, Halls? Whatever, I'll fix this. Just give me a second.
Yeah, well, I saw some of my questions in the chat.
Yeah, we could go
no
back to the
rush.
chat.
Halls, can you speak now?
Oh, were there any songs that didn't make the final track list? Yeah, there's a few.
There's a few.
Sure.
Not we kind of before we started, we're like, yeah, we're gonna write like 100 songs. Like people do that, right? But then we just didn't. Like it got really hard for us to think about cutting songs. Like,
right.
And we had to cut like a few, and that was so painful. So we're like, yeah, let's just stop writing, because yeah. But once we sequenced, it kind of like made sense. What
we
to
knew
keep
which
and not
ones
keep.
fit and which ones didn't for sure. Prophecy is an uncharacteristically straightforward song for you guys, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, it's definitely kind of like our attempt at like a pop R&B song more than we've ever kind of done before.
Yeah, it's very like 90s inspired.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're not trolling about
No, yeah.
that.
Once we do the production breakdowns, we'll go and like
we'll solo it and you'll see.
That water drop is actually Mika going like or like how do you do it?
I don't know. I'm scared to try again because it's been a while.
Yeah.
But I'll work on it and then show you guys soon.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of Prophecy is all the little percussion. I think that's like kind of what makes the song.
Well, let's talk about the strings are so cool.
Right.
Like Matt, we didn't record an orchestra or a quartet or anything. Like those are just splice samples that Matt like painstakingly like pitched and like chopped and put together to like make the whole backbone of Prophecy. Like it's really mind blowing.
Yeah, because I knew like what the chords were and I knew I wanted strings, but I had to like scour through like hundreds of string samples and like find and like take like one chord from one sample and then kind of like blend that with another chord from another sample. So that was a fun process for sure.
I think Halls can speak now.
Oh, cool.
Unless not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Sorry.
That's okay. Halls has my roles as owner, so I don't know what the problem is.
Oh, Halls could do it. Oh man.
I'll give Halls one more minute, and then I have somebody else who wanted to ask, so we'll pull them in, and then we'll have Halls come back once Halls can speak.
Sounds good.
I may have. No, go ahead. Sorry.
I say people are asking about halfway extended. I don't know how that would work. I feel like
it's done.
Yeah, that feels like I like how it's like split in half like that, like part A and part B of halfway. And I don't know like how I would extend.
I love the vibe of that. Like I'm kind of interested in exploring like that sound a little bit.
Of part A or part B?
Part A.
Part A of halfway.
Like it's really cool to me how like percussive it is and kind of like weird. I love it.
Okay, I'm gonna give Halls this one last chance since they're raising their hand one more time.
Oh, okay. And wait, someone just asked about the CD competition. Yes, we're still doing that. We've just gone a little crazy, but I think the final winner will be announced.
Well, the winner of the first week.
Yeah, we've contacted them, and then on Monday, I guess we'll announce the second winner. The second winner, and I think we might.
Final loser. I'm sorry.
The final loser, of course.
Yeah.
Why was the end the first track? Because the beginning is the end and the end is the beginning.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Yeah.
Halls, you're able to speak now? I know the answer to that one. Okay, you go back down. We'll get to you in a, in a minute.
Yeah, and yeah, we're definitely missing questions because they're kind of moving fast, and I think we're also, we'd like to speak with people if they want to
Yeah.
talk to us. But...
We haven't been not trying that.
Yeah.
Here's another person who wanted to speak.
Ooh,
Cool.
let's do it.
Oh, okay. Just quick question. Someone asked, what's inspiration behind the beginning? It's so happy. But yeah, that's kind of the point. I feel like especially in the later run of the album, it gets a little dark and moody, and we just wanted to end the album on like a positive note and kind of how
Yeah.
would you describe it?
Yeah, there's like a few things, but I just feel like that song kind of says like, don't worry so much about all these like big questions and things. Like, all you can really do is just sit back and live in the moment.
Yeah. When we sequenced the album, I was like, okay, so the beginning is like after the curtains, like close on the stage, and then like the cast comes out and like does like that final last thing that it just feels like almost like a post-credit sequence or something like
and
that.
we wanted to add like sounds of like cheering to it, kind of
Right.
inspired by Benny and the Jets, I guess, a little bit.
A little like
cool...
fake live energy there.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, I think someone's here ready to talk.
Cool.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, that one's just amazing. I'm gonna try not to stumble because I'm really nervous, but yeah, the album was really good, like really amazing. I can't believe it.
Thank you.
I've been following y'all since you did the panel in Pop Heads, and I've just been obsessed ever since. So I was just wondering, are you guys like ever gonna come to Canada? Because I mean, our borders are open.
Yeah,
we would love to.
I think it's we're definitely planning on it. Just this tour, that we're doing with George Clanton wasn't on his routing, but
yeah, we're just going along with the routing, but we definitely want to. We want to go to the Midwest.
Right.
Too really badly. I know a lot of people.
Well, I don't.
And Portland,
and
Seattle.
So yeah,
and Miami,
and Florida. We're trying to make it all work. We're like in, kind of it's in the works for next year.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll have some news.
Well, I don't care when y'all get here as long as you do. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Thanks.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
All right, I'll move you back to the audience now. Okay.
Cool.
Someone asked about our single choices. Cherry is so lovely, but kind of out of left field as a lead single. Yeah, and I guess that was sort of the point with Cherry. It is kind of like the centerpiece of the album in a way, but it is not like a traditional, I guess, single choice because it has like a little unconventional song structure or whatever. But yeah, I think that's why it's special also for us. Kind of wanted to come out strong with something maybe not so expected.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We thought it'd be a cool like introduction to the new Magdalena Bay, I guess.
Yeah.
Aww.
What inspired the album cover? Yeah, well, we were working with this amazing artist, Ram Han, and basically we knew that we wanted some sort of central image in the cover, and we sort of were like brainstorming options, and then I don't know, like
the lyrics were like about circles, like
read a lot of the imagery,
a sphere, an orb, and we did like a lot of brainstorming sessions with like a sketchbook, and it was so hard.
It was hard. That was one of the hardest things of the whole thing, was trying to figure out what to put on the album cover, right?
Yeah, and then we were just like, oh, okay, it could be hands
holding an orb, and Ram drew it like so beautifully.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I love that. So that's gonna be in the gatefold on the vinyl. Is that
on the inside,
that image, that full spread? Is there any significance behind the album looping? Well, yeah, it's just very thematically tied with the concepts, right? So if you listen through I guess if you want some, there's sort of clues within the album about the themes that kind of appear in the lyrics. So.
And we thought, yeah, that's so cool. When you had the idea to do that, it's like, oh my god, what an amazing way to have the music actually like really represent what we're talking
Right,
about.
the
Like
themes of the
it's
album.
so good.
Yeah, I guess if anyone else wants to speak, don't be shy.
Don't be shy. We love talking to you.
We could also just answer questions,
these,
but we'll
yeah.
probably miss some.
Well, people need to ask to speak, and I'm just gonna randomly pick somebody like you. Get up here.
Yeah, you gotta.
Like in class, I thought Colin, you got like harassed into speaking. You got chosen.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's horrible. Oh, someone wants to join. They're not sure how to. Cherry XEX.
I think if you go to
Okay.
the stage channel and then like request to be a speaker.
They're here.
Hello?
Cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, hi.
Hey.
Hey.
I just discovered you guys yesterday, so if I say something silly.
Welcome.
I just wanted to know, one of my favorite things about the record, probably a lot of people's favorite things about the record, is the transitions. And it sounded like that was more of a later addition, I guess. That was something that you guys did later on in the process.
Right.
But are there any of them that weren't like that? Because like when it goes to something for two into Cherry, like it sounds so like it's so seamless and so perfect that like it's hard for me to believe that that was like an afterthought or like a later thing.
Yeah,
So,
I'd
yeah,
love to say that we had the master plan and like knew what everything.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty much we knew we wanted a way to tie the whole album together and make it feel like a journey, and so
it fit together like a bunch of puzzle pieces. Like it all just worked.
Right, it was like a puzzle trying to figure out like what could go into what and like how to make it happen. And
yeah, I remember one of the last questions was like, where do we put follow the leader? And
yeah.
we were just like, it would be so funny, like, because prophecy is so like light and happy and soft, and follow the leader is kind of like the darkest track. And
that's probably one of my favorite transitions is like prophecy to follow the leader.
Yeah.
And prophecy is like kind of a not to like go into it too much, but it's like about this like sort of fantasy or it's very it's like about kind of being dreamy in a way, and then follow the leader comes in and kind of like wakes you up,
Yeah.
So
Try
that's
to
one
stay
of my
awake.
right, exactly.
Well, thank you guys so much. The record is incredible. It's fantastic.
Oh,
thank you.
Alrighty. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I might have cut them off. Oops. You want me to pull somebody else up?
Didn't.
Oh, okay.
Maggots, that's interesting. I don't know about that. How do you feel about that?
It makes me feel like Chris. What's that like? Cadet Kelly. It's Chrissy Carlson Ramona. Where she's like maggot.
Oh, that's like it's a very like military thing. Yeah.
That's as much as I know about military culture.
Yeah, just people calling each other maggots.
We got a handful of people who want to speak. You want me to pull another up?
Oh, amazing.
I'll take that as a yes. All right. Here we go. We got another one. Profit.
Hello.
Dang. All the regulars have mic problems.
That's so weird. Discord's a little tricky with well, we were just in the wrong channel. So.
Yeah, we made a silly mistake.
Yeah, but our technology was actually fine today.
For once.
Yeah, lol.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up another person instead then. And Profit, when you fix that, let me know.
When Azalea beefs with Magma. Wow.
One can only dream.
One can only dream.
I sent an invite to someone.
Well, in the meantime, I saw someone ask about Domino, the chorus, and the inspo behind that track. And
yeah, I feel like everyone thinks the pre-chorus of Domino is the actual chorus, like from people we've talked to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess basically, the way we see it, which every
There's no wrong
There's
answer.
no wrong answer, but like that kind of loud, heavy part to us is like the pre-chorus, and then the chorus is kind of like the
domino.
Yeah, the domino. Part.
But the Spanish, I don't know. It just kind of came out like the lyrics. It's kind of that song is kind of asking about like fate and like what's the word for that? Like
free will.
Free will, exactly. And it just felt natural to like ask that big question like in Spanish for some reason. Like I don't know, even though domino is like it's the same in Spanish, like it just kind of came out in my mother tongue, I guess, in some weird way. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. So yeah.
Lime song, yeah, it is the lime song.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, when we were posted on TikTok, people like make this into a full song.
We're like, it is one. You'll hear it in a year.
Yeah. So it started off with the song, and then we just like took that chunk for TikTok because it like happened to be really funny when the lime sing.
Yeah. Oh,
we have somebody in here. Yep.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, it's me. Hello. Oh my God, Mika, you're so cute, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So, are you guys like signed to a label, or I don't understand?
Yeah, we're signed to a label called Luminal.
And yeah.
Yeah, they're like an indie label. Yeah,
And does that label like can consider you to Grammys because you guys really deserve Best New Artist?
Thank you. I have no idea how that works, to be honest.
We should ask them. I guess.
You should give it a shot.
I think our album like just missed the cutoff for 2021, right?
I don't know how it works.
I don't know, whatever.
But whatever. It like resets though, so it's like
next year,
maybe next year, I guess. I don't know. Nobel Peace Prize. It's more like
Period. Best year.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Grimes added your song to her playlist on Spotify. Have you been talking to her?
No, unfortunately not. But
yeah.
Yeah, we did like a little takeover of the Ethereal playlist on Spotify. Yeah,
oh my
check it out
God.
if you some of the songs
that we like.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for calling.
Oh, Hell is my favorite song, and goodbye.
Thank you. That's a good one.
Yeah, underrated.
Alrighty. Let's give Halls one last chance.
Cool. Let's try.
All right, Halls, you've been invited.
Hello?
Jesus Christ, I turned you up earlier.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, am I loud? I don't know. I'm having mic issues today.
I turned you up earlier and you screamed to the back of my skull.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, hello. Yeah, so I met you guys yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for the show. It was incredible. Just like getting to see you guys finally. I actually had a funny story. I feel like I've told everybody but you, but I had the free ticket when you guys were doing school night right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I didn't end up going because I was like too lazy that day. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure they'll do another one soon. And then the pandemic hit. So it was very unfortunate.
That show was a little weird anyway.
Yeah, this one was
this one was
I'd rather
a
you
lot better.
remember us this way.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great to meet you guys after the show. There was one thing I wanted to follow up on because right before I left, I told you that like Caroline Polachek was there. Do you know the backstory on that? Can you share? Because like we didn't see her.
Yeah, well, Cecile Believe, who opened the show, is like, well, first of all, just an amazing musician, and everyone should
check out
her EPs.
You guys would all love it. Like she is so talented. It's craziness.
And she killed it. But I think Cecile and Caroline are good friends. Yeah. So I think that's the story there.
Nice. Yeah, it was amazing. The show was incredible. Cecile was so much fun. I hadn't heard too much of her music, but I definitely have to listen more now. yeah, I mean, just thank you guys, and I'm excited to see your growth. You just recently hit, what was it, like 1 million Spotify listeners?
Yeah, monthly
And
list crazy.
yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I think I first started listening when you were like less than like 50,000 or something. So, I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's been crazy for you guys just to see like the growth and everything. So, I'm really excited for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, super nice to meet you yesterday.
I know, finally.
Halls and
Yeah.
I started listening to you off of the same Reddit post, and I remember when you got up to like 100,000 for a month, and then went back down to 50. It was after some song came out, and I was like, "No, no, go back."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
monthly listeners are, it's a fickle thing, you know.
Yeah, they'll probably like
They'll probably
not to
jump.
jinx it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I discovered you guys off the Only If You Want It post when you were promoting on Popheads. And that was like, it was like 2 years ago, and I think it only got like a couple of replies, and it was something like, oh, hey, I'm in a band, come listen to our new single or something. And I just happened to see it while scrolling, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is. And here we are today, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I literally remember making that post being like, how could I make this sound enticing? I'm not like desperate, but also
right, not desperate, but also
It worked because I don't click on those after clicking on a couple way before then that were not good.
I like name dropped Lisa Frank. I was like, if you like
Oh
Lisa
really?
Frank,
Is that what you did?
I don't know. Maybe. I think so.
Yeah, it's just so incredible. I know last year we did all like the virtual events, and that was a lot of fun too. So yeah, I mean, it's just been, as you know, it's been a crazy past year and a half. So it's been wild, but things are getting better, I think, and hopefully soon, you'll be selling out twice the size venues and everything. So
Yeah, well, thanks for being along for the ride.
Yes.
yeah, all right. Well, nice talking to you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Alright,
Bye.
Alrighty. Do you want me to just keep pulling people up as we go? Because there's a lot of people who want to talk.
Yes,
Yeah,
that sounds amazing.
let's
Okay.
do it.
Just want to make sure that says what you want. Alright, I've invited somebody up. Alright.
Hey, Matt and Mika.
Hey,
Hey.
how's it going?
Congratulations on the record. It's freaking amazing. I've been telling so many friends about it and other people on other fan bases who are all like sharing it with each other. And I hope you have tons of success because you certainly deserve it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So sweet.
Yeah. My question. Okay, so during the lockdown times, I finally started to learn music production, and what I learned was how much there is to learn. It's like a crazy,
Endless.
Infinite.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's which just gives me all the more respect for that. Y'all made a 14-track album and you mixed it and produced it and recorded it and mastered it and like did everything all yourselves. I can only imagine how daunting of a task that was.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I feel like it's like this weird thing where it's a lot of work, but I just felt like I had to do it all because every step of the way is kind of part of the process, like of like getting the creative vision across, right? So if you, I mean, this is just a personal probably quirk or whatever.
We're kind of like
Control freaks in a little way. So yeah, it's definitely not necessary to mix and master your own album, but I don't know. I felt like I had no other option.
I mean, Matt is so insanely talented, so it was kind of like, I don't know. We kind of felt like, to get someone else to do it would probably be very like expensive too.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, paying a mixing engineer like a legit,
like to get someone that would match or like better your talents, kind of is how I felt. So yeah, lucky to have in-house amazingness.
Thanks.
Was it like a pretty smooth process in general, in the sense that, like, in terms of also just like keeping motivated, because it's such a huge task? Or was there ever like a low point and you had to rally from it? Like, how did you keep momentum up?
I think like when I was starting the mix, I was like, wait, I need to record the bass guitar on like every song because the bass guitar tone doesn't sound good. And I think I borrowed like four different basses and like probably spent like 3 days straight just like re-recording bass, like the same bass lines on every song on like 3 different bass guitars and
then trying different strings like
right.
with the basses. It was like 10
I think I was probably actually going insane. Probably.
I know, and I was just like, "You're doing great." Like, I love that Chris, like, Jenner, like, or like, yeah, just you're doing great, sweetie.
So that it's definitely. I think taking breaks is really important. And trying like, because it's so easy to lose perspective on what you're doing when you're so like in the weeds of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like having your song stuck in your head while you're trying to sleep.
Yeah, it's so hard already to like write and produce it. Like you get so like yeah, it's hard to like keep a fresh perspective. So yeah.
Right.
Well, I think it turned out
And that's
amazing.
what bass did I end up using. It depends on the song, but I think for instance for Domino, I ended up using my like $200 Squire bass, and all it needed was like flat wound strings. So I like probably went through like 3 basses until I went back to the original bass and just changed the strings. So yeah, fun times.
Well, yeah, thanks so much for answering my question. Again, the record is fantastic, and all the best with what's to come.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Alrighty, I'll pull somebody else up. Here we go. I don't know what it looks like to them when I click their names. So
Hey, it's the TF Tutris man from the Funny Net, or used to.
The what?
It's me, Ed Junior Morpheus 95.
Oh, cool.
Hey,
how's
what's
it going?
Not much. I have like 3 to 4 questions. I'm just gonna do this rapid fire. I know y'all have little time, so I'm just gonna say this as fast as I can. Are you guys open for any collabs? I see a lot of people saying they want you to collab with Caroline, George Clanton, and Ali X. I don't know who who's Ali X. Other than George Clanton.
Yeah, Ali X is great.
Yeah.
I mean, we're definitely open to collabs. I mean, I think we're in LA, and so we like do like writing sessions with talented artists all the time. So yeah, if it's
nice. So does this mean Ed Junior Morpheus 95 and Magdalena Bay collab when? Just kidding. Unless, yeah, we're just joking.
Just kidding.
Another question. I asked this before, but I don't know if you guys received it. I was wondering about the stems for Kill Shot. That's like one of my favorite Mag Bay songs. That's like that one and Next and Secrets is the only Mag Bay songs I've ever listened to. Sadly,
wow.
But they're really great songs. Do you have any plans on releasing Kill Shot stems?
I mean, way back, we were talking about starting a Patreon where we would do things like stems and like instrumentals, and I think we still would like to do that. It's just we just got a little overwhelmed with everything around the album release and all the videos and everything, and now we have the tour.
So you've been planning to do a Patreon to satisfy this?
Yeah, I think we will. It's just about when, we need a little bit more time on our hands because we know.
Yeah, you don't want to do it too soon because if you did it too soon, then it'll be just too stressful. So take your time with that. Another question I have is, do you mind anyone remixing like your tracks? Because sometimes I had like thoughts of remixing Killshot. This is the reason why I brought up the question before now.
Yeah, I mean, I think once we have stems out, then remixes will probably make sense.
Yeah.
But, yeah, until then.
Soon.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys familiar with Sora from Kingdom Hearts?
No, we never played Kingdom Hearts, but it's definitely like on our list of games.
He's in Smash Brothers. It's the last Smash character.
Oh. Well, we unfortunately we only have Smash. Is he on the Wii Smash or no?
Smash Ultimate, the latest one.
Yeah, we only have Brawl, I think is what it is.
Yeah, we're stuck in the past on that.
Yeah.
Damn. If only you guys had Smash Ultimate plus both fighters passes. Anyway, I have one question. I might cut off, but it may or may not be done with intention. When will you guys join one?
I think that was
That
part
wasn't
of
me. But I think it was part of the bit.
Yeah.
Definitely the most confident person who's spoken here, including me.
I like it.
Yeah.
Love that. He knew what he had to say.
Got right down to it.
All right, somebody else to come up.
Legend.
Well, I invited somebody. Yeah, yes, you can go after somebody else. That's fine.
You're doing great, Silver Shot. A lot.
I'm clicking names, you know.
You're killing it. It's a lot.
Do you have a microphone?
Bad romance.
It's my favorite Lady Gaga song.
It's such a good one. That's like in my top 5 for sure.
My stepmom hated that song so much.
No.
She also has vertigo. I'm not allowed to listen to good music.
Oh man.
Are you having?
Wait 1 second. I just want to say a happy birthday to Ernest.
Happy birthday, Ernest. Aww.
You shouldn't be muted. Go to. I'm gonna pull you out, and then go to one of the other voice channels at the bottom of the server, and mess around there until your mic works. Everybody else can speak, so I don't think it's on my end. So we'll put somebody else in. So many technical difficulties. It's so sad. You gave them to everybody else.
Oh, I know. We're like embarrassed.
Hey.
Are you listening?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. Hi guys, I love you so much. I'm from Brazil and I'm following you since Only If You Want, the release. And I'm really in love with the way you compose your songs and produce it as well. And I'm sorry because I'm not Brazilian or I'm not English and I'm tripping on the English.
No, you sound great.
Anyway, I'm going to ask if you're going to do an online live show for the album because I can go to US. So
Right, that's a
It's
good question.
idea.
Yeah.
We haven't thought about it, but that would be really cool to do something with like graphics and
Yeah.
for the album.
So yeah, maybe after a tour, when
We'll
we're
work
back.
on that, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
to
idea.
close the tour maybe would be a good idea.
For sure.
That'd be so fun.
Or at least if Mika wants to come back to Argentina, it's closer to Brazil, so I can go there, I guess.
We'd love to do a South America tour.
Love that.
Hopefully it won't be too long.
Yeah, it's a dream come true.
This day will come eventually. So that's it, guys. I'm very happy that I'm able to talk to you. You're amazing, and I wish all good to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I was muted. I said we're trying Bad Romance one more time.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I can hear you.
Hey.
Oh, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going amazing. This is honestly, I've been waiting to be able to talk to you guys for such a long time. I've been a fan for so long, and I'm honestly just completely amazed by what you've been able to accomplish in such little time.
Thank you so much.
So I want to gush a little bit about Cherry because I'm not exaggerating. I think that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Like,
Wow, what an honor.
literally is.
Yeah.
Did you like? Do you feel that? Do you when you listen? Do you like? Oh my god, I did that. Like we did that. Do you have that feeling?
Man, I feel like right after you like write something, you get on this like crazy high where you're like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. Like, not to
Right.
sound like a crazy person, but it kind of feels
No,
that
I
way.
completely get you.
Yeah, and there was like a while after we wrote Cherry that I would just listen to it and be like, whoa, that one really like moved me in a way.
Well, it's very personal, also.
Yeah, and just like the intensity of it, like would give me goosebumps. And I was like, that's so cool. I hope someone else in the world like feels some like a little bit of this one day, So it's really cool to hear that. But
That
and
is
then
amazing.
you end up like it ends up kind of sounding like not, we've heard it a bajillion times at this point. Like we
For
still
sure.
love it, but I like
Yeah.
think back those early days was
Yeah.
more intense. Yeah.
No, I'm the type of person who like listens to the song like 10, 20 times and then gets bored, but I've literally streamed it every single day since its release.
Oh my
And
god.
like to actually let you know how much it means to me. Today, actually I had my first ever like drive in my new car. My first ever car. And that was the first song I ever listened to while driving. And it was magical. Like I cannot explain to you guys how amazing that was.
That's
so cool. Congrats on the new car. That sounds like a dream.
Thank you. Oh my god. And like I just want to ask if you still remember, do you still remember like the first song you ever listened to in the car?
Oh my
Oh my god,
god.
ever?
I can't remember.
It wasn't anything intentional.
I remember the first album I ever listened to in the car, like driving with my dad when I'd like go with him to work as a little kid. He'd play like The Wall by Pink Floyd, and like listening to that,
Oh yeah.
the car definitely left a big impression on me.
That is amazing.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. I don't really
I'm just wondering. I have a question that's video game related because like I know you guys are, every time you stream you're streaming video games, and I know your favorite video game is also mine, which is Breath of the Wild, if I'm right.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I don't know, I love that game, but I think I like Twilight Princess more as a
yeah.
game overall.
Maybe. It's a
tough one.
It's
They're both amazing, but in different ways.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a tie for me,
Right.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, because I was thinking since the theme of this live was like art, and discussion about that. So I was thinking whenever there's talk about incorporating gaming into music, there's always like retro music sounds. But do you think there could ever be like an incorporation of newer games like Breath of the Wild into music? And how do you think you could tackle that?
I guess like what defines newer video game music? I feel like when people think of video game music,
it's like the retro
stuff. Thing, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you have something like Zelda, which is more like that, like Japanese style orchestration. Like almost like the Miyazaki scores or something.
Yeah.
Has those video game vibes in a way.
I wish I knew more about contemporary video games, but other than Zelda, we don't really play anything. To be honest.
I would love to hear you guys compose like a video game soundtrack someday. That would be amazing.
Yeah, we'd love that. That's definitely like a bucket list thing for us.
I hope you get the opportunity someday. And okay, I'm gonna leave now. I just wanna say one more time, I really admire you guys and congrats on your new album. And if you could just say hi to my friends, they're called Global Vision. If you could just say hi because they really love you guys.
Sure. Hi, Global Vision.
Yay! Thank you guys. Bye.
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 I really got to remember I'm muted. All right. Pull somebody else in. Just gonna click a name.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. All right. All right, thank you guys for doing the AMA. Thanks for the album. I want to ask if you guys could talk a little bit about like kind of like the overall concept of the album, like if there's a thematic thing that ties it together. I know that's a big question, but I heard you guys say at some point that Cherry was like the centerpiece of the album. Would you say that that's kind of like, yeah, I guess I was just wondering if you guys could speak a little more on like how this tie together thematically.
Yeah, Cherry's like the emotional climax of the album in
or
some
like the
way.
musical
At least,
centerpiece.
yeah, the musical centerpiece. I think thematically, like, there's like a few things going on, and it's also cool when people like interpret it in their own ways at the same time. But yeah, there's like there's stuff about this theory of time and the beginning and the end and nothingness and everything in between. And it's also a lot about like our relationship to each other and the rest of the world and like what our lives are like and how we felt while writing this album, which was kind of done in lockdown, when it seemed like the world was ending. So I think there's like a lot of those sort of themes going on at the same time.
Right.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I remember reading somewhere that you guys said that Cherry was about like the walls we put up between each other and like building connections, and I thought I got a lot of that from the like the whole album overall. So I just really like that. Yeah. All right, that's all I had. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Ooh, and someone requested a greeting in Spanish in the chat. I feel like I should do it. I always feel awkward before talking in Spanish, but saludos.
That's it?
I don't know what else I say. Like, okay, saludos a Argentina y no sé. All the other countries too, I guess. Saludos a Peru. We're gonna go through them one by one now.
Every Spanish-speaking country.
Yes.
You ready for someone else?
Yeah.
All right. Invited someone. And now we wait.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi. Oh my god, this is so cool. I just want to say I'm so proud of you guys for this. This album was like blew away every expectation I had, and I was literally counting down the minutes to it releasing. You can ask my friends. I was annoying the hell out of them all week. I think it's also one of the coolest things that happened. My friend was like stoned out of his mind the first time we listened to it, and we both just started like he just started like screaming about how good the title track was when that hit. And that's one of the coolest moments I've ever had listening to an album the first time, just hearing that happen. But
that song, I could definitely see out of any song that song would hit hard when you were stoned.
yeah,
So that's cool.
I really appreciate just I guess in an era where like pop music just sort of seems like at least mainstream pop in a way just seems sort of simple and derivative. I love like artists like you guys, pushing boundaries and trying to form their own paths in it because I think it really does show how good the genre is when so many people write it off immediately.
Right. Yeah, I mean, pop is great. Yeah, it just
it is, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. I have to fight for my life sometimes with some like pretentious ish friends, but it's worth it.
Story of our life, it just is what it is.
My question is about Dawning of the Season. So the key change in that song it caught me off guard in a way that like I sort of felt it coming also, but like at the same time the whole time I was like I was like I can't see them doing it, but then it happened anyways. I was like, okay, this is like really cool, and it felt like it was earned. Was the key change something that you planned from, or did it just happen? Like, this is just an idea you had and you went with it?
That's a great question. I don't know. Like,
I'm trying to remember working on it. Like,
I do want to point out something that was unplanned. Is okay. So it goes to the key change for that last chorus, but it's more subtle. It actually changes key back to the original key for the outro instrumental section. So like it goes from C minor to E minor,
and then back,
which is very obvious key change. It's like rising, E minor. But when we go back to C minor, it's immediate, and it might be a little like less obvious because there's like this one note that ties those sections together, like ties the keys together. I'm more proud of that key change, like the back key change and going back, because it's like a little deceptive and that you don't really notice, which I think is like maybe one of the signs of a more successful key change.
Right,
like when
like,
you can
it's very smooth. Like I love that key change. Is my favorite that we've ever.
Oh, right, but yeah, the story was that one was an accident because
Right.
I had it on loop because I was like messing around with some bass lines or something, and then I had it looping from the C minor section to the E minor section. And when I was like jamming on synth, I think I held out that note, and then it looped back from the key change to the original key, and I was like,
sounded
oh,
sick.
yeah. So I can't tell you about the first key change because I don't necessarily remember, but I do know like getting back to the original key was like an accident.
There's so many happy accidents.
Yeah.
Sometimes, one time Matt's hand just like fell on the keyboard, and he just played the most beautiful chord that we
What
like
song
needed
was
to like
that?
finish a chord progression. Like
Yeah.
you literally like fell over and played like the master chord that was like needed to complete like some song.
Can't remember what song that was,
I don't know.
but
It's
yeah.
fucking crazy.
No idea.
That's actually really interesting because like it does. I feel like the key change does like elevate the transition into secrets a lot more because it sort of feels like it. You're right. It does tie it together a lot better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just about I think amping up the energy at the end of the track for sure. Mm-hmm.
And another question I had: do you have any plans to sell fluffy plushes as merch?
It's such a I'm gonna start sending emails today because we've just been a little like overwhelmed with everything, but I definitely want to start seeing if we could make the shirt.
Right, because we want to make the like fluffy shirt that we're wearing in the
video, and we just sold out of the other shirt, so I think I'm gonna do that first, and then email our company and see if they do plushies, or like if not, I'm sure they know someone, but
Yeah.
we really want to.
Yeah, the truth is we just have no idea how like that even happens, so we'll have to do some research.
Do some research.
But we love the idea.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Well, that's good to know. I would buy one like instantly.
Aww.
Those are all the questions I have. I just want to say thank you for the album. It was really great. I'm so proud of you guys for finally putting it out. And I hope to see you guys in Orlando sometime soon.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
we'd
we'd love to. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Bye. I saw someone mention like I love how Halfway has just been on the website the whole time. We never knew it was Halfway. Yeah, I recommend like looking. If you've listened to the album now, going through the website because there's just a lot of references to the songs and everything, and we made it obviously after like having made the album, so it probably makes more sense now. And I'm excited to keep like updating it as we go with like more stuff.
Yeah.
The website's pretty cool.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
a pretty neat website. Along with the pamphlet, that was a pretty big moment. People started to go like, I got this in the mail, and then there's this really weird website and stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to keep?
Yeah, someone asked how we plan
sorry.
the rollout of the album. Yeah, I think we just like had a bunch of ideas that we we wanted to make happen,
and yeah, our label is just also very like creative and down for anything, and there was like a lot of brainstorming, and I don't know, we just have fun with it.
Yeah, we're just trying to do things that were fun. So like, yeah, I mean, sending that pamphlet out like to kick things off was definitely, I don't know, something that we thought would be like. We also wanted to maintain some level of like mysteriousness,
Yeah.
So.
It definitely set up the vibe, I think, really well.
Yeah.
Really big hype moment to get something in the mail without knowing.
Yeah.
Sadly, I got mine, I think, like a week after it started, so I already knew what was going on, but you're going to put your name on mine. Do you want to keep pulling people in?
Do one more. What do you think?
One more?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. This is Nicholas.
Hey, Nicholas.
Hey.
Do you have a microphone? I should stop pulling in people whose names I recognize.
That's the common denominator.
It's a curse. I'll give you a second to see if you can figure it out.
Yeah, someone's saying thank you both for the immersive aspect of the release. Thank you, you guys, for being down to clown. Like,
it'd be so lame if we put out all this stuff and
no
no
one
one cared.
cared or thought that it was cool. Like, we're so lucky
Yeah.
to have people that want to like spend time on a dumb website that we make. Like,
Yeah,
it's like
it's amazing.
It's the best feeling in the world. So thank you so much.
Well, Nicholas can't speak, so I have to do the sad thing and boot ya and pull somebody else in.
Sorry, Nicholas.
I know this is upsetting, but it gives me a weird sense of pleasure. So,
the power.
yeah. All right, so I'll pull in somebody else.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi. Okay. So I have a fun question for you. This is about an old tweet of yours.
Oh.
It says this is July 3rd, 2019. It says, alert, Matt was just offered a role for a porn film in exchange for his parking spot at the Hollywood DMV. Is that true? I need
That's
to
a
know more
true
context about that.
True story.
Were you alone or was I there? I think
I
you
think
just
you
told
were-
me about it.
No, I think I dropped you off to get in line at the DMV, and then this parking lot was like insane. It was total madness.
This is the most LA story of
Total
all
madness
time.
at the DMV. What were we doing at the DMV? I don't
We
even
had to,
remember.
like,
We had to
get
probably get our license, our California driver's
plates.
license.
No,
the
it was
plates.
for the car plates right after we moved here.
Oh my god! And so I'm pulling out of my spot. Like I managed to get a spot, and like we're leaving. I'm pulling out, and there's like two different cars trying to get into the same spot. You know, like because there's like the only spot left. And I think like this older couple, they came up to me and like were trying to like convince me to get the
They're like bribing you.
bribing me. They're like, I forget exactly how they said it.
He was
but
like, "Hey, I know there's some people waiting for the spot, but listen, if you give it to us, like we make adult films and can give you a spot in a movie."
Exactly. So funny.
And what did you say?
I said, yeah.
No, you said no, thank you. But the guy was a character.
No, what I said is, oh, you know what? Because the other car was there first. I said, no, you know what? I'm sorry. I have to give it to them. They
so
came,
fair.
They came first.
A fair leader.
And yeah, it wouldn't be right.
It wouldn't be. I would love to, but it wouldn't be right.
Right. That's the story.
Yeah, that's a fun story.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything else for you.
Awesome. I love ending on that note. I think that's perfect.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's
Cool.
listening.
Thank you for the question.
Absolutely.
I'm so happy your career's gone the way that it has.
Yeah, it could have been a different direction.
A dark road.
All right, so
Oh my god! Wait, sorry. Those
What?
Crocs are out of this world. They're so cute. That's all.
All right, so that's it.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you, Silvershot, for making this happen.
Yes, and organizing and everything, and thanks you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
No, thanks for coming here. I could sit here and talk anytime, but
Aw.
only
It
5
was
people came for that. No, thanks for showing up and thanks for all the music and all that good stuff. So it's a good album. Happy to finally have an album. I like albums more than singles. Not that there's anything wrong with singles, but a cohesive work is something you can sink your teeth into, right?
Yeah, it's special.
And it's things you can't do as singles when you have a full body of songs that are connected, overarching themes and stuff. So I'm excited. I haven't really had time to digest it.
Yeah, it's been just like a day. So
Yeah,
no rush.
people are like, it's album of the year. Somebody asked me earlier when I was testing stuff. They're like, so what's your album of the year? And I didn't say Mercurial World. And somebody was upset. They're like, I barely know what's on it. Like, I can't It's not that it's
Right.
bad or something. What am I supposed to do? I don't know the song. So
Take your time.
Take your time. There's no. You have all the time in the world to get.
yes, Adam, I hate Mercurial World. That's I am tasteless. It's true. Wait, no, that's recorded.
No, it'll be taken out.
Busted.
Yeah, someone's gonna edit that.
Oh, I can edit that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, thanks for coming by, and thanks for everybody who showed up as well, because none of this exists without the fans, right? Like,
Of course.
both the fans of your music, but also get out of here, Alex. Also, you know, the community here in the Discord doesn't exist without the people here. People have thanked me for making it, but like, I mean, so what? I can't do anything if there's somebody to talk to. You know, like I can talk to myself. I can't do that, but it's not the same. Yeah, so it's says everybody here that supports you and supports the community, and both of those combined, you know. So I'm happy to
Right.
Well, we're so
happy to
grateful
have it.
to everyone and you, and yeah, just
Yeah.
thank you guys. It's amazing.
Yeah, and we'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Thanks again, and I hope to see you in October. And
Yeah.
you're signing that pamphlet, and
Of course.
Of
because
course.
I like the pamphlet. I really like the pamphlet.
Cool.
So yeah. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.